a decorated soldier, a perfect family, a loving wife, or so it seemed. But behind the closed doors of a beautiful Colorado home, betrayal was festering. And one October night, it ended in cold-blooded murder.
In the picturesque suburb of Everett Hills, Colorado, Claire Donovan and Ryan Mitchell looked like the kind of couple people admired, maybe even envied. Ryan, a decorated Army Ranger and respected member of the Colorado National Guard, was known for his loyalty, bravery, and selfless service. He wasn't just a soldier, he was a husband, a father, a friend, and a man deeply rooted in his values. Claire, by all outward appearances, was the perfect match. Attractive, well-groomed, and often seen in community events with her children, she seemed like a devoted mother and supportive wife. Together, they lived in a spacious home, raising 3 kids and projecting an image of family success. But perfection, as it turned out, was nothing but a mask. Behind those polished walls, the Donovan household was a battlefield. Neighbors occasionally heard shouting. Friends noticed tension. But like most couples, Ryan and Claire brushed off the concerns with forced smiles. Only later did the truth emerge. Their marriage was toxic. Court documents revealed that Claire once filed for a protective order against Ryan, claiming abuse. But the court dismissed it when evidence showed she too was combative and abusive. The fights weren't one-sided. Both were guilty of tearing each other down. Still, Ryan held on. He wanted to keep his family together, especially for his children. But Claire had already given up on the marriage. She had found someone else. Claire's affair wasn't casual. It was all-consuming. Her lover became her confidant, her obsession, her escape from the life she had grown to resent. To her lover, Claire painted Ryan as controlling, as violent, as a man standing in the way of her happiness. She told stories of a miserable marriage, and soon her lover became entangled in her fantasies of a new life. But divorce wasn't enough for Claire. She didn't want custody battles, financial losses, or the shame of a public separation. No, for Claire, the solution was darker, final, permanent. On that fateful evening of October 11th, 2023, Ryan returned home exhausted from training. He tucked his children into bed, kissed them goodnight, and finally collapsed into sleep, unaware it would be the last peaceful moment of his life. To him, it was just another ordinary night. To Claire, it was the moment she had rehearsed in her mind for weeks. The house was silent, too silent. Moonlight slipped through the curtains as Claire stood in the shadows, her expression unreadable. Every movement was deliberate, every breath controlled. She had made up her mind. Moments later, everything changed. The man who had survived war zones, who had faced danger on foreign soil, would never wake again. Not because of an accident, but because of betrayal within the walls of his own home. But Claire wasn't finished. She needed to erase what she had done. Every trace, every sign, every piece of the life she had just destroyed. What happened next left investigators speechless. In the hours after that night, Claire didn't call for help. Instead, she began carefully removing any sign of what had taken place. She cleaned, rearranged, and replaced items around the home as if trying to erase time itself. Digital records later showed she made several unusual purchases: new bedding, cleaning supplies, and even a mattress ordered before dawn. Everything seemed planned, everything precise. Days later, she confided in her lover, but not with sorrow. Her tone was distant, her words unnervingly calm. The confession was so detached, so emotionless, that it chilled him to the core. Afraid and overwhelmed, he began secretly recording their conversations. Those recordings would later become the turning point of the entire case. When Ryan didn't show up for duty, alarms were raised almost immediately. Friends and fellow soldiers knew his discipline. He never missed a call, never ignored a message. At home, Claire maintained her composure. She told neighbors she hadn't heard from him and appeared genuinely concerned. But as the days passed, questions began to mount. Why had she waited so long to report him missing? Why did her version of events keep changing? And why did she seem calm, even rehearsed, when detectives came knocking? Her tears appeared on cue, but her story didn't add up. Something about her grief didn't feel real. Detectives began piecing the puzzle together. A forensic team conducted a detailed examination of the Donovan home, uncovering small but crucial inconsistencies, faint signs that told a hidden story. A brand new mattress order, cleaning products purchased in bulk, digital footprints that placed Claire near an isolated wooded area on the night Ryan vanished, the same area where his truck was later found. Then came the recordings. Her lover, trembling and remorseful, handed them to authorities. In those recordings, Claire spoke casually about events that aligned disturbingly with the timeline of Ryan's disappearance. Her words revealed not just guilt, but calculation. And then, investigators found something even more disturbing. Claire hadn't acted entirely on her own. Further investigation led detectives to an unexpected truth. Claire's parents had allegedly helped conceal evidence. Text messages, deleted emails, and trace evidence hinted that they had been aware something terrible had happened and chose to protect their daughter instead of coming forward. The revelation shattered the community. Parents aiding their child in covering up a crime was beyond comprehension. They were soon arrested and charged with obstruction of justice, their once respected names now tainted by scandal. Despite massive search efforts across the Colorado wilderness, including volunteers, soldiers, and specialized teams, Ryan's body has never been recovered. For his family, that is the deepest wound. There's no closure, no final goodbye. His children continue to ask questions no one can answer. Why their father never came home, and how their mother could be at the center of it all. The tragedy isn't just the loss of a man, it's the destruction of a family. A home that once echoed with laughter now sits quiet, haunted by memory and disbelief. Claire Donovan remains in custody without bail. She faces charges of first-degree murder, obstruction of justice, and conspiracy. Her trial is scheduled for March 2026. In every court appearance, Claire has shown little emotion, her silence unnerving to those who once knew her. To the families watching, it feels less like grief and more like defiance. Ryan's loved ones, his fellow soldiers, friends, and family continue to fight for justice. But, as many have said, no verdict, no sentence will ever fill the void left behind. The Donovan case is more than just another crime story. It's a chilling reminder that darkness can hide behind the most ordinary smiles. A perfect home, a decorated soldier, a devoted mother, a picture of suburban success, all masking the slow decay of trust, love, and sanity. Everett Hills, once a quiet community, will never forget the story of the soldier who gave everything for his family and the wife who threw it all away. Because sometimes the greatest danger isn't found on the battlefield. It's waiting quietly at home, behind closed doors. What do you think really drove Claire to cross that line? Anger, obsession, or something deeper? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe justice will ever feel complete for Ryan's family? Let's talk about it. Your opinion might just reveal another side to this story.